This is video number 5 of how to put your Playz engine together. Okay, when last we left off, we installed our camshafts, we put on our timing belt, sprockets. Now the next thing to do, got all that done on page 15, go to page 16, and it wants you to find this little plate here and use 3 screws to attach to the back of it. So I went ahead and took the liberty of doing that, and it should look like that. The next thing you want to do is find this. This right here is your serpentine belt. Serpentine belt typically drives things like the crankshaft to the water pump to circulate coolant through your engine. They can control air conditioning. Your AC compressor runs off a serpentine belt a lot of times. Your power steering. If you have any vehicle that has that doesn't have electronic power steering, it probably has a power steering pump driven by a belt. Back in the day, there was a thing called a smog pump. It was an emissions-related vehicle, back in the 80s and before, and that was driven by a belt. And this one belt can either drive all those accessories I just listed, or it could be a separate one for each one. It just depends on the year, make, and manufacturer, and guess what they feel like doing that day. There's advantages to both. On like a Suburban, the serpentine belt does the alternator, down to the crankshaft, a couple idler pulleys, tensioner pulleys, and then to the power steering and water pump, I think it is, yeah. And then it has one belt just for the air conditioning. So that way, if the air conditioning were to go bad, you still could drive home. Anyway, so serpentine belt drives your accessories. Timing belt times your crankshaft to your camshafts. Okay? So, then once you put it on like this, something like that. Next, you need to find your timing cover. Now, typically, I'll say usually, if this is made in a real vehicle, if this is made of metal, you probably have a timing chain. Because the timing chain has to have oil. And the oil's got to sling all over that chain and lubricate it. Oil on a belt is not a good thing. If this is a plastic cover, then most likely you have a timing belt. So this right here is a timing cover, okay? So once you put this like this, and now there's this one funky little screw, screw A, it's got this shoulder on it. It makes it separate from all the others. Now's the time we're going to use it. Okay. Now we're going to put this together. So if you look at page 16, just slide it right up. And then these camshaft should go right in these little divots of the timing cover. Okay. Page 17. So I got 4 screws I got to put in. One. Again, I don't know really how to tell you how tight to get it. If this was an actual engine, we'd have a torque spec on it. And on a timing cover, there's probably going to be a specific way how they want you to tighten it. So that way it gets it down on the engine nice and firm. Alright, get your timing cover on. I'll put the other screw in a little bit later. And the next thing they need you to do is find this piece right here. This would be called your Harmonic Balancer. And this piece goes right onto your crankshaft assembly. So we're going to put that on with screw C. Well, there, got it on there. Now I gotta get one of my little screws. Okay. Alright. It's a good place to stop for this video. Everything seems to be pretty good. I'm going to go through and tighten up my screws to my timing cover and put that last one in. And let's stop right here. And we're getting closer and closer to being finished. I would say, I don't know how tight this needs to be, but make sure this doesn't stick out like that. That probably needs to be flush against there. Make sure the cover is all the way flush against, and you should be good. Okay. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know, and I'll help you out as much as I can. Alright, thanks for watching.